Hi, this is Kirk with Forex Trading Secrets. What we're going to be doing today is going over some of the finer details of the money train trading methodology. There are only a few key things that you need to learn, and after that is all about repetition. So what we're going to do is go to the charts, and we're going to show you what the money train system is and how it works, and then we're going to come back and show you what you get with the money train system. So we'll go right to the charts now. So a couple of things I want to point out to you about the way I have my charts set up. Now, you don't have to set them up exactly this way. I've seen people do it differently, but I would suggest you have at least 3 charts up. Some people have this 1-minute chart on the right-hand side and these the 5 and the 15 on the left-hand side. The chart that I have below is a 1-hour chart. Now, you can see right here, currency pair is, and the time frame in that currency pair, there's an indicator that you will get and have access to if you want to use it. You can make it bigger or smaller than what you see here and change the color, but that will come with the course material. And I like that so I can tell quickly, because sometimes I will have a 1 minute and for some reason I get down here on this 15-minute and changes to a 5 or a 1 minute and then it's not giving me true picture. So I like to have it big. Now on the 1 hour, see now right here I have the 1 minute. I need to change that back to the 1 hour. That's that indicator. Then the indicator right below it, it's in gray on my chart. Pip value, it's the price that you would get paid on that if you used 1 mini lot. And you can change this to for smaller or larger lot sizes. So for example, if you go to the pound yen, for example, see it right now it's paying 95 cents. And you go back to the pound dollar, it's paying $1. So those two things come with the money trains program. Also, another thing that comes with it is I did this little blue box. Now you can put this blue box in a couple of different places. Now this is where I've chosen to put it. If I click on it, it gets me crosshairs, but notice the crosshairs are on all the time frames you can see. Even this 1 hour, you'll see it down there just on the indicators, but as that's up here, you can see where as I move it, it moves along, and so you can see at that point, you can see what the charts look like on the different time frames. This is great for analyzing in history, but it's good for a trade when you're actually in the middle of taking trades. For example, if you wanted to see if this was a good trade right here, you go to this 1 minute and say, well, it's going up, or right here it just crossed. Well, what does it look like on the 5 and the 15 minutes? So you look at the bottom right hand, you can see that there's the 15-minute filter had just changed colors, and on the 5 minute at that point, it's not quite an early bird filter. It needs to be across the 0 line. So the early bird filter on that 5 minute is right there. And so you can see what everything looks like and know whether you would want to take a trade or not. So that's those 3 things you get with the program. This indicator right here, we don't have access to it ourselves. We'll direct you to where you can purchase it. It costs $50 if you want to use it. Is how it works is we're on the pound dollar. If we wanted to go to the euro dollar, we just click that. You notice it changed the all of them all at the same time. Euro CAD changed them all at the same time. Pound CAD all at the same time. So you can see how fast you can go through and spot things. Now, the thing that I like to do on a regular basis is look for 4 bars on the 15 minute or early bird filters on the 15 minute if it's on the correct side of this moving average. So that's what I would be looking for. So on this pound pair, here's a move that took place earlier today. So I'll put my anchor right there so that I can scroll back. And I know this is where this is going to show up. You'll be able to see it on this side. But I want to show you what we would be looking for right here. Now, I'm on that spot. Now, if I go back just a couple of minutes, okay, right in here, the 1 minute course is not set up, and the 15 is not set up, and the 5 is not set up. Go one more right there. That's where the 15, that's right at the top of the hour. That's a 15-minute. Notice that the 15-minute is a 4-bar. Now, what is a 4-bar? A 4-bar, all 3 of these and the top one are all the same color. They're bars, and so they're all the same color, so we call it a 4-bar. If you have something where there's something a different color, then there might be something called an early bird filter, but we're going to be talking about mainly the 4 bars for this illustration. You notice that when I move my mouse off of this chart, because that's the one I clicked on, that it goes away. So if I click off that, it's gone from all different charts. If I click on this again, now I'm only doing it on the 5-minute. Now, right here on this bar, and now I'm going to move it 1 bar on the 5-minute, but watch the 1 minute. See, it moves 5 minutes at a time, and it only takes 3 moves on the 5 before the 15 will move 1. So each of the time frames has its place to where you would want to look at it. So let's show you what the best way to do the system is. It's pretty straightforward. Mainly, watch the 15-minute. That's a key factor. And when you see something that's fresh, that's what you want to look for right there. So it may have gone off right there. Maybe it didn't go off quite right there, but at that spot, the 5-minute is a 4-bar also, but the 1 minute is not a 4-bar. And so you want to, for the ideal entry, you want the 1 minute to be a 4-bar, everything on the correct side of the 0 line. So right there, that's where the 1 minute became a 4-bar. The 5-minute was a 4-bar, and the 15 was a 4-bar. So that is a sign and a signal that says, wow, there's possibly a heads-up trade right there. Okay, let me show you what the scan looks like. Okay, I do not have any scans selected. If I disable, all these go away and I won't get any scans no matter how many buttons over here I check as far as strategies. You want to enable all the currency pairs you want to have. And so if you take these 2 off, everything else but those 2 will be going. Or if you only want to watch 1 or 2 pairs, you click disable, and then you can go here and you can click those pairs. Say that those are the 4 pairs you wanted to watch. For this illustration, I'm just going to click enable all. We have short-term, mid-term, and long-term scans. And what we're going to be showing would be the scan right now on this. See where these little up arrows are? That's the same scan on each of the different time frames. This one is the 5-minute, 1 minute, 15, 5, and the 1 hour, 15 minute. Same scan, just different time frames. This is a 4-bar, but it's everything's not on this correct side necessarily. There's a 4-bar, and then the 1 minute would have to be everything on the strong side, everything on the same side of the 1 minute. On the smaller time frame, everything's on the same side of the smaller time frame. So that'd be the 5 in this case and the 15 in this case. So for example, let's just click on this one right here. Now it says 1 item right there. If I wanted to be on all of them, I just click flush. Now that item is on all of those pairs, and I click save. When you click it, it goes away. You can bring it back up and see that everything is still set right there. So that's the scan that we just, that's the scan we just showed you. This may not be on the same side, so I'm going to talk about these 2. We're doing the top one right now, where everything has to be on the same side, and it's all the same color. So that's what happened there. And you can click on the irregular mouse and say, okay, there was 40 some odd pips, or there was some pips up there. And as I'm moving across, let's look at some places. Now, right where it's at right now, I don't know by just looking at the line whether that 15-minute in the bottom right-hand chart, whether that's fresh or not. I can look at the time right below it and tell that it's not fresh. But I'm going to go back one more. Okay, there's 45. So you can see that the 1 minute, just because the 15 changed colors doesn't mean that's an exit signal, and the 5 may or may not be an exit signal. We do have some exit signals that are very straightforward. That could be an exit signal, or that could be an exit signal on the 5 minute, or you could be looking for an exit signal down here. But in any event, you can see it happening, and you just put your crosshairs on, you can see right where everything is at and wait for it to take place. So that's how you'd find a trade using this scan right there. Is going up. One of the things that this system does is it uses the same indicators and signals. Many times you say, well, I'm missing all these right here. This is a counter trend trade. And in the past, we didn't encourage people to do that, but we have videos to show you how to do it. Is all you're doing is using the same signals that you used in the going long. Okay, so this is a good way to figure it out. So what are we looking for? Look for the 15-minute. This is where the other scan would come in. We were looking at this one, and now we're going to be looking at this scan. And so we're looking for on the 15-minute. See, there's a 4 bar on the 15-minute. And right above that, you see that at about that same time, okay, that's where the 15 went off. Now look at the 1 minute on the left-hand side. You see the 1 minute is not close to being set up. And so we're waiting for the 5 minute. So we scroll across, and when that 5 minute, it's 10 minutes in to a 15-minute bar before the 5 minute sets up. So once the 15 sets up, you wait till the 5 sets up, and it's a 4 bar, and then you're looking for the 1 minute to set up. Right now, the 1 minute's not a 4 bar, and the scan would be there because that's where everything's on the same side. So that's where you'd get the scan, and it went 12 pips before you started getting some exit signals to get out. So that's how you can take advantage of some counter trend trades. Here's another one. Let me put a vertical line on this one right there. That's where this one would have gone off on the pound dollar. I was looking through and I saw this pound Aussie. Here's another setup. See, this is about the same time that the pound dollar is not quite set up on that 1 minute, but so what we can do is we're looking through. I'm going to set that right on that line. Okay, was that a good setup on the 15? Right there's where the 15 first went off, and look right above it, the 5 minute was ready to go. It was a strong zone on the 15, and then the 1 minute, everything was on the correct side. So you could have taken a trade there. We like to see a pattern for going long. This is a decent pattern going short, and we have this being the course. And look at that. Now I'm going to stop right there, this leveling off spot. Look what's happening on that 5 minute. The filter is changing colors. Look at the bottom on the 15. 15 is not even changing colors. It's still a strong setup. We go across, it's still a strong setup. Now, at the end of this bar is when it switches to the black bar on the bottom of that 15-minute chart on the filter. Right there is where the 15-minute changed. Okay, The 5 minutes changed also, so it's starting to say possibly there could be some exit signals right in here. And you can visually see that as well. And so that's roughly over 40 pips that could be made starting off with a counter trend trade. And so the indicators will work either way. And that's where you have to learn. There's one big thing that most people struggle with. I struggle with the same thing. It's called patience, waiting for the indicators to line up. But notice there's a 4-bar for 45 minutes. And that's how long it took about for that trade to develop. And over here it's 4-bar a lot of the time with a little hesitation on the 5 minute. So there's a lot of momentum telling you that that's the direction of that trade. That's as difficult as it has to be. If you want to trade just the 15.5, which those were the scans that were going off, then you manually look for the 1 minute. If you have the 5-1 on, then they would both have to be the pair that match up. The scans only have 2 time frames in them. It's not 3, but visually you know what to look for on that 1 minute. You want everything to be on the same side, same color, and below at least its own moving average. If it's a trend trade, it'll be on the same side. So this is not a trend trade because of the pattern, but it's still a good strong trade, and there are signals telling you that's a stay in. Right here, see the 15 is still there. It's still strong, 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 and we showed you where the exit signal would be. Now here are some of the things that are included in the course. We showed you a lot of the things, but we have a written version of the course. Here's 12 keys to successful trading career. Now this is one of 13 pages, so it's quite long for something that we have written. We have never written anything before that to describe the course. It's all just videos. So this document, you can, once you get it, you can print it off, take it with you. I would suggest that you have it someplace. If you like to read on the computer, have it where you can bring it up and review it once a week. It's good to go through it the first time as often as you feel comfortable until you feel comfortable. Then, once you understand what's in detail, then we have a daily review sheet. Now this is what I would recommend that you go over each day. And one of the messages here is number 6. You can't see it, I have it covered over. It says, get out of your losers. You're losing trades. The first exit signal is the smallest loss. If your trade is not going anywhere in a given time frame, it's time to exit. That's some management information. And you want to review that. And so you say, how long do I want to stay in that trade before I get out? You'll get a feel for it. You're looking at that 1 minute and it's gone sideways for 4 or 5 minutes. None of the time frames have changed colors except the 1 minute has, but the larger 2 haven't. You can say, well, this is a retracement, or I'm going to get out. I've got a few pips locked in, or it's going sideways and I've got an exit signal, I'm getting out. So you need these mental reminders, and so that comes with it. It takes less than a minute to review those each day. We provide a trading log. You can use your own trading log if you would like. I put the date and the currency pair. I don't use the time as much. Sometimes I'll just put each hour, if I'm going into a new hour, a couple of different hours going through here, a buy or a sell, and the number of pips, positive or negative. Then I total them. If I've taken 4 or 5 trades, then I have a total, and then I start the next day below that for the number of trades, have a total, and then by the end of the week, you've got your whole history ready to go. You've done it as you go along, and it's not a big process. You not only have written material, you also have the videos of the written material and the videos explaining trading concepts. This is what I've done here. In the beginning, I did not have the 15.5.1, the basic course. This is one thing that you all have access to right now. I've just moved a copy of it over here. Then, those 12 keys that are written, I have videos on those as well. So you can watch the video or read the document. There's a few extra things in the videos that would not be in the written documents. Right here are the places where you download the information. And here's the helpful indicators. You click on that, you'll get the links for those indicators that I talked about, the crosshairs and the big picture of the currency pair and the time frame. And then this information here tells you where to download the indicator and where to purchase it for the $50 that you click on it and it takes you to all the charts. That has been one of the biggest game changers I've ever had. Here's the videos of the basic course and some advanced videos. You can watch all of these, but don't worry about them until you pretty well have this taken care of. Now, we've tried to think of everything successful traders do, and this is to manage their trading accounts and their trading careers. There's a couple of management things. One, managing a trade. Some people want to turn a trade into a career, but manage your trading account. Get out of the trade. If it's not going your direction, get out with a small loss. And managing your career. You can't manage your career if you don't have the discipline to do the same thing over and over again. So that's what those 12 concepts talk about in the videos. We've made the course simple and easy to follow. It's quick and easy to learn with access to others. So you're not going to have to be by yourself. You get your questions answered and you'll not be alone in your trading. That's one of the questions that as I talk to people that they have is, or the comments they make is, I don't like trading alone. Okay, the course is only $399. And with that, you get 1 month of the scanner subscription. That's included in the $399. Starting the second month, you only pay $100 a month for the scanner, which you already know about that, which includes 6 hours a week of coaching. So it's a coaching package as well. So that is something that you can meet with traders, ask questions, trade with them, and so it can be a very valuable experience. Then you can contribute and you can help all other traders as well. Now here's the link to get your copy of the Money Train system. If you have any questions, you can email us at jed@forexstrategysecrets.com, or you can give us a telephone call and ask some questions if you need some more information.